Hey YouTube, hope you guys are having a great day out there. It's gonna start on a video for this front. I'll call it a grill. It's just things all made out of plastic, OEM one, and it just goes on here. The way mine was all busted up. Most of the clips are broken already, and you know it's broken in spots. So I just ordered a new one, and it came with new clips. So I'm not really so much showing how to get it off. The little clips go into spots like this, and you basically get a screwdriver and like press down on a tab to try to get them out, and they kind of look like this, but you know mine are all broken and stuff, so not too much as far as getting off. Of course I had the hood open, and if you can take this bumper off it's easier. And also you want to take the screws out of the side here, because there's little posts that stick on here. The screws hold this hole together, or this side piece on, but these little pins there, they slide into these spots here. So before you start, you want to just take these screws off and take the whole ends out, and then of course there's wires connecting in there, so you just want to take it out and disconnect the wire to remove the whole thing. And do that on both sides. And so let me show you my new one that came in. Alright, it just came in this big old box here, and it actually was pretty well packed. It had this bubble wrap and stuff on there, and they did a good job of wrapping it in here. Anyways, and it looks pretty nice. I ordered it's not black, it's kind of a grayish black color. That's interesting. It's got an emblem spot there. Maybe I'll make something cool with my 3D printer and put it on there or something. And I don't know if I didn't even notice that. Anyways, the nice thing with this is I got all new clips, so I don't even have to deal with that. And it just came with the bumper. And essentially all you do is here I'll show you on the car. Let's take a look. Oh look, yeah, so it's got screw holes there. So that actually might be kind of cool. So I think I'm going to get to reuse my Toyota emblem, which isn't damaged. And it probably looked pretty cool, silver on the dark gray there. Anyway, so it's getting close to dark, so I'll probably do this maybe tomorrow if I got some time. But just start working on the project there. Alright, let's see how far I can get before it gets dark. It looks like I'm missing a screw there. Hopefully it's not stripped out. But I was noticing that there's the same screws over here, so I'll use one of those. And I'll just take these screws out, see if the emblem comes off, and then put it onto the new one there. So just gonna use a screwdriver on that and see how it goes. Alright, so I give it a quick wash. It actually looks pretty cool, and it should look good on there. That'd be kind of neat. And a couple things though, some of these are cracked, probably from when it got hit. It probably stressed it. So I think what I'll do is dry this off better, and then maybe put a little super glue around the edges and see if that helps it. And I was noticing something looks like it was attached here and there, and it looks broken off. And I was noticing there's top holes over here. Now my new one's like that too, so I bet you it had like some kind of bracket that went up into there and just kind of held into those holes. This would be kind of neat. And then let me show you this. It says, I don't know if that showed up on camera there, but the number it says is, I'll just read this. I can't tell what the letters. Oh, I think it says ABS, which is a type of plastic, and then it says 7530. So hopefully that's a part number. You can look around. Maybe you can order these pretty inexpensive. Again, this would be a great 3D printer project if anybody's interested in doing one of those. And it'd be cool to go to a junkyard, or if you saw somebody had one, old Toyota that they didn't want the grill off of, you could unscrew it and salvage one of these. It looks pretty neat. So yeah, I'm just going to super glue this up and then put it on there, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, got it on. It looks pretty good. It's a really tight fit, but it did fit in there, and I just put the 3 screws in, and looks kind of neat there. Anyhow, I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight on this, and we'll pick it up. I think what I'm going to do is pull those lenses off, and then the bumper and then put this on and put the lenses back on. So I'll show you how that's done. Alright, so next day there I'm gonna do a little bit more work on this. So here's a pretty good shot of those little clips that go into the side of the broken the plastic grill there. So all I'm gonna do is take these two screws off, and then we'll just pull this off, and then I'll try to show you me disconnecting the connectors on the back there. Okay, here's a pretty good shot. So I took the screws, almost took them all the way out, and you can see there's a little, this is all plastic, there's a little plastic deal there, and it just plugs in that hole there. But so I've unscrewed it and it just slides right out like that there, and there's the wire connector. There's two ways you could do this. Ideally you'd want to push this tab and get that wire connector to come off, but if you can't, you can also turn this and dislodge the light bulb here. I'll try to see, I just turn that, light bulb comes out, but I kind of like, I'd rather do it the other way, but that's pretty quick too. And so I'm just going to do this on the other side. The reason why I don't like doing it this way is because the bulb bangs into stuff. I'd rather just disconnect it back here. But unless it's really clean, these are probably really hard to get off because, you know, it's pretty old. So I'm just going to take off the other side. Okay, now that I got the lights off on both sides there, I'm just going to take my new one and try to slip it up on there. The only thing I'm a little worried about is I'm trying to do this without taking this bumper off. So I'm hoping I'll just rock it in, kind of line up all the clips and just push it in, and hopefully it'll just snap in place. And again, the reason why you have to take the lights off is because those posts will go into these holes when you're all done there, and you can't do that with the lights on. So wish me luck there. Okay, so here's a little tip. I'm kind of lining things up. See, I gotta get this to line up in there, and watching the bottom one there. So sometimes the broken clips will be in the way. So this was my overflow bottle. It was just attached right here, and I just took that off and set it off to the side. It's just like a 10mm socket. But what that does is, like, the bottom pole right down there, I was able to reach down and pull it out of the way. In fact, where's that? You know, these little clips are, this actually one looks like it's not broken, but it's really brittle. All the other ones are broken. So anyway, so that's just a little tip to getting at. Most of them you can like reach up from the bottom of the car and get them out of the way. But so I'm just lining things up, and then I'm just going to gently push that in. Alright, so I got it on. I just went through and like gently pushed these all in. And it's kind of weird because you'd think it feels like it should go in farther, but it doesn't go in that far. And you can hear them click, and you just, after they click in, just kind of pull back to make sure they're seated. I can see why these get broken really bad in an accident, but they're probably kind of designed that way. It's very cheap plastic, and it's not a lot of, you know, it'd break very easy. Anyhow, so I got it all on, so I'm just going to put my coolant back and then start putting the lights back on, and should be pretty done. Just kind of a shot of there. It looks pretty good. Okay, for this, you know, I just put that light bulb back in, just seat it in there and twist it and locks in place. And here you can see I just have to line up those posts that I keep talking about, and there's also one there, lines up for this one. And so you don't want your screws all the way sticking out, you want them backed off just about all the way. And there. And so you just should shoot some silicone spray on there. In fact, I might do that. All you do is give it a push right there, but I'm going to shoot some silicone spray on those just so they slide in nice and easy. But then after I push that in, I'm just going to put those screws in. Alright, got it all done. Went in pretty easy. Probably my next step is replace those lenses that are all kind of beat up. And I was pretty happy I could do this without taking off my bumper, which isn't that hard of a deal. I just didn't want to do it right now because I'm debating on whether or not, I mean, it's on there pretty good, but debating on whether or not to replace the bumper. But it came out looking kind of okay. I need to paint the car, but that's like the last thing, if I ever get around to doing it, I'll do. Anyway, so I hope somebody out there, maybe this helps them put that, I guess I'll call it a grill, back on. And if you like this video, maybe give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, you'll see more videos as they come out. Thank you for watching.